Hello and welcome to HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? Who am I? I, Tom Durante, the maestro, am your guide to all things crypto. That is my other intro. I am but a humble crypto enthusiast who got into this wild world back in 2020 with just a GPU mining rig and a passion, a burning passion for passive income. That's what I say. What do you think of that? That's what I say. I am bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, but I also like taking profits with other coins. And hopefully you do as well. Happy almost all-time high day yesterday, late last night, maybe even early this morning, some may say. Yeah, we had quite a run. Quite a run indeed. Can we pull that up? Let's pull that up. Boom. Look at that run we had. That was so beautiful. We almost broke through our all-time high. $122,324. Almost. And we might be gearing up for another run at it. What do you say, Bitcoin? You got another run at it? Of course you do. I think we have entered our time for price discovery. We have been waiting for, and I think we are getting very close. Before we get too far into it, I want to show you something cool. All right, so while it's dark down there, I'm going to beam in our special guest, the crew of the Starship Enterprise, and then I'm going to show you something cool. Okay. I just wanted that to happen while it was dark down there because it's about to get light. Whoa, look at that. I got some LEDs under my desk now. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. What do you say? Here's a fresh roundup of 10 top crypto news stories for my HODL Harmony livestream on Monday, August 11th, 2025, tailored to today's developments based on the latest available information from web sources and posts on X. I've also included the top 5 crypto gainers and losers based on market data from web sources and posts on X, plus a hard Bitcoin personality-focused trivia question to challenge my audience. Where's my audience? Sound off in the comments. I see you watching. Say hello. That's all I ask. Well, that may not be all I ask. Oh, I forgot the rest of my intro. Here on HODL Harmony, expect daily videos with market updates, simple technical analysis to read the charts, wallet guides to keep your coins safe, simple stories from my ongoing mining journey, practical crypto tips, whether you're new or a seasoned HODLer. I'm here to learn and grow with you. Remember, I may just be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but I'm no expert, just passionate. So as always, do your own research. And if you want to help out the channel in our mission of education and growth, there's a couple of things I'll ask of you. Look at us grow. We are looking at 6,006 subscribers. Woo! We just broke through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are who made it possible. So thank all of you. That applause is for you. You made it possible. So if you want to continue our mission of education and growth, there's a couple things that I will ask of you. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, smash the subscribe. Number 3, poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I make a cup of coffee. No, not right now. Whenever I put out new content. Number 4, share the show with everyone you know. That'll help us grow for sure. Number 5, join the free Discord. There's a link in the description and in the chat. And if you want to go the extra mile and support me as a patron on Patreon, you can certainly do that too. But let's get back into the news. All right. These stories and market movers capture market surges, sector gainers, and regulatory developments to keep your listeners engaged. Engaged, just like Captain Picard would say. The crypto market cap hit $4.1 trillion. The total crypto market cap rose 2% to over $4.1 trillion with bullish signals across major coins, driven by institutional inflows and market optimism per cryptonews.com. Number 2, Bitcoin breaks $122,000. Are you with me? Bitcoin surged 3.3% to 122, and this gives a different number because it's got a different source, basically. $122,050, just 1% shy of its all-time high. That rhymed. Fueled by a weekend rally and $246 million in spot Bitcoin ETF inflows. Ethereum hit $4,300. Ethereum climbed for a second day, reaching its highest level since late 2021 at $4,300 with $300 million in spot ETF inflows, outpacing BTC. NFTs lead sector gains. The NFT sector rose 4.28%, driven by Zora, 28%, and Pudgy, Penguins up 4.7%, reflecting renewed retail and institutional interest, per cryptonews.com. Saylor's $74 billion Bitcoin bet. Michael Saylor, Strategy co-founder, reiterated his $1 million per Bitcoin prediction. It's actually more than that. It's $13 million, but okay. With his firm holding $74 billion in Bitcoin, 3% of all the mined Bitcoin in existence, sparking X buzz, per hokanews.com. Kiyosaki, Robert Kiyosaki, as in the Rich Dad, Poor Dad author and investor extraordinaire, warns of a market crash. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, warned of an imminent stock market crash, advocating Bitcoin and precious metals as hedges. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Trump's 401k crypto order. President Trump signed an executive order allowing 401k's retirement plans to invest in crypto, opening trillions in assets to Bitcoin. Per rain.com, I am looking to reallocate my 401k that I just had from my previous employer, and I'm going to reallocate it most likely into an iTrust Capital 401k. Solana ETF approval odds rise. Who cares? Bloomberg Intelligence raised Solana ETF approval odds to 90% by 2025 with active S1 filings from Van Eyck and others. But I couldn't care less. FTX sets $1.9 billion payout. FTX announced a $1.9 billion creditor distribution by September 30th. Will I get my $100 back? Do I care? Probably not. With a record date of August 15th, potentially boosting market liquidity. I'm sure people will just sell it as soon as they get it back. Vance urges Musk's MAGA return. Vice President J.D. Vance called on Elon Musk to rejoin the MAGA movement. I don't think he ever left. Potentially impacting crypto markets due to Musk's influence. Hokanews.com. Top 5 crypto gainers. Zora up 28%. Lido DAO up 11%. Ethena up 10.7%. Solana up 12%. Dogecoin up 7.6%. Our top 5 crypto losers. Cubic down 14%, Toncoin down 6%, Tron, not to be confused, down 3%, Aptos down 2.5%, and Avalanche down 1.5%. All right, and we have a trivia question, but nobody's engaging in the chat. So if you're not engaging in the chat, I'm not going to do the trivia. There's no reason for me to do that. So let's continue our market update and analysis. So I love when I see beautiful sine waves. A sine wave is the most pure wave, unadulterated. And so that's kind of what we're looking at, especially if you look at the blue. We're just looking at an up and a down, and it's beautiful. So I'm anticipating a rise here because this green dot, I think, signals... I don't know. Looks like it signals the bottom there because the red, yeah. So green is the bottom of the down, red is the bottom of the up, the end, top of the up. Excuse me, words. I was out in the sun a lot today, so I'm a little sun-kissed and tired. Hopefully not going to get sunburned. Let's see what the TradingView AI has for us. Bitcoin experienced a significant price increase over the past 24 hours, briefly spiking above $122,200, which is less than 1% from its all-time high. Hey Grok, good job, you did it. You were accurate with your information. And it's currently trading around 121. No, it is not. It is 19,000. 119,000. 118, but it's going up a little bit. Bitcoin-based funds experienced a recovery from 2 weeks of net outflows, attracting $260 million last week, predominantly driven by $253 million in inflows from U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs. The CPI and the PPI releases may impact Bitcoin's price as traders expect a possible Federal Reserve's rate cut that could favor risk assets. We're waiting for it. I am waiting. What do you say? Yo, that's okay. It's all good, Glitch Cut. How are we doing? 2 streams in a row. I'm pretty tired. I just gotta keep drinking my little lemonade here. I do not want you to text and drive. So just listening is fine. I'm just wondering where all the regulars went. We lost so many over the last couple months. We had Chris, we had Fussy, and we had Butters. And now it's just you and I. Couple people watching on Rumble, but nobody ever chats on Rumble. Nobody ever chats on Rumble. Let's take a look at my beloved Ada. We are coming up. Coming up. I want the world to know. Anyway, look at that. Love those green candles. So we hit a bottom hopefully here. And although it looks like it's coming down slightly, so it had a nice pump here, but it might come down a little bit. And then what is this? Oh, what is that? A midnight turnaround? What do you say? What do you say? Let's go look here. Yeah, we're going to cross over. It's already 10 o'clock. Goodness. So yeah, some other things we can take a look at. My watch list. The percentage change. Where are we at? Price. I want to look at my performance over. Can I go closer? I guess not. Price. Okay, so percentage change. Yeah, okay, whatever. Dow Jones down a little bit, NASDAQ down a little bit, S&P down, so stocks are down generally. Tesla up almost 3%. Gold up 0.25%. Silver up almost 2/3%. US dollar to the ruble is down 20%. Foreign exchange, our US dollar index is down very, very slightly. That's good for risk assets as well. Cardano up 1.25%. Algorand about the same. Bitcoin liquid index up. Bitcoin itself up 0.25%, but I have a feeling we're about to explode again. Bitcoin hash rate is up 19%. That's pretty good. Multiverse X up almost 0.8%. Ethereum Classic almost 1%. Hedera up 1.2%. Internet Computer almost a whole percent. And I don't know how to change these symbols, so we will move on. Alright, don't forget these little exciting videos right here. Take a look at this. They had a buy signal here. I can't really zoom in on that anymore, but or at all. But they put a buy signal there. Let's see if there's one on Bitcoin as well. Not yet, but I imagine it's coming. So there's a buy signal if you're a trader and you want to put in a trade. Want line to go up. Yep. About to shop this Wally World. There you go. We definitely want line to go up. Price go up. Unfortunately, it's more complicated than that. All right, our fear and greed. We are hanging on to fear. Hanging on to greed. Bitcoin season index is 31 out of 100. So we're edging towards Bitcoin. We're still in Bitcoin season. Bitcoin dominance, I think, up a little bit from yesterday. And there we have it. So our active addresses are coming back up from our little dip that we had the last few days. And our difficulty is maintaining. Remember, it stays pretty safe. It stays pretty much the same for about 2 weeks, and then there's a difficulty bomb that goes off every 2 weeks and adjusts the difficulty based on how much hash rate there is in the network. And wouldn't you know, we overtook Amazon because we were so close. We were right there. So we overtook Amazon, and look at that. It dipped a little bit, just like I said. Amazon dip, Bitcoin pump, and sure enough, it did. All right, so hopefully we overtake Google Alphabet next. Has anything happened here? No, it doesn't look like it. People are still uninterested, which is wild. It is the most wild thing. Okay, it's starting to trend up ever so slightly. Bitcoin ever so slightly, but yeah, so our 100 was right around the election, I guess. and then dip down from there. So I have a feeling this will skyrocket as we start to see some more things happening here. Let's take a look at our Coinbase. Up a little bit, 278, down a little bit from one yesterday. All right, so I picked out a little news story for us. Here's why crypto is going up today and altcoin season index is falling. Bitcoin price jumped and neared its all-time high on early Monday. Some of the top gainers were Zora, Layer 0, and Lido. The altcoin season index continued its downtrend because it's Bitcoin season, baby. Highest level since July 15th on Bitcoin and much higher this month's low of 112. Some of the top performing altcoins were Zora. And let's just go back and look here because I'm pretty sure this dip. So let's see, where's Friday? The heck? Saturday, Friday. Okay. So Friday at, okay. Where are we at on the market close? About 4 or 5 o'clock. So we were at 116. So 116 was our close, and our open Monday morning at 9:30 was 119. So we had a CME futures gap, a pretty significant one, and it didn't quite fill. Right? We dipped down, and I was thinking we'd fill it, but we didn't quite fill it. So we do have a significant CME futures gap, but that's all right. And I saw something on X that says, hey, there's 6 people watching. Say hello in the chat. Drop me a hello. There's something that said on X that about, I think it was Grok that came up with this, 80% of these CME futures gaps tend to fill. Not all of them. There are still some that have not filled from long past, but most of them fill. All right, let's continue looking at some top news stories here. Okay, Solana meme coin, bonk. It's a treasury burst. Pull back to 119. Inflation data could bring price swings. All right, let's check in. All right, we're almost at 54% of the blockchain synced. I honestly have no idea why this is taking so long. It should not take this long to sync the Bitcoin node. So I hope that you are brave and you do this on your own and it does not take as long as it's taking me. Run it on not a Raspberry Pi 4 because that's what this is and it's taking forever. So try something else. All right, my mining hash rate. Ooh, look at that. My miner was cooking a little bit ago, 116 terahash. This is just one miner. So you can see how fluctuating the hash rate is. It goes all the way down to 50 terahash, all the way up to 116. Just one miner. And it depends on all kinds of stuff. So today, I made $4.50. This is when I was out of town. I had to turn everything off. But you can see, you know, I was making $15 a day, and then I'm making $10 a day. But this is day 2. Hello. This is day 2 of Bitcoin Cash mining. So I'm trying to get a Bitcoin Cash block, which is the same reward as Bitcoin. It's 3 Bitcoin Cash, but obviously the Bitcoin Cash is easier to mine because of the network being smaller, and it is less valuable. So what is Bitcoin Cash? Let's look. Where is it? Where? My CoinGecko. I closed it by accident. Let me open it up again. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash, where are you? There you are. So almost $600. So 6, 12, 18, $1,800 for a Bitcoin Cash block. A little bit over than that, maybe 2,000. So that will be a nice little windfall there for me if I get a Bitcoin Cash block. And Red Panda Mining said he got one in 6 days. So I'm holding out. I'm going to get a block, and it's going to be a Bitcoin block, but it's going to be a Bitcoin Cash block. All right, so Steak and Shake, my new favorite fast food place. And, you know, the old classic. It's a classic for me, too. I always used to go to Steak and Shake. But now that they like Bitcoin, I'm all in on Steak and Shake. This is classic fake news. So this guy says they've not reported same-store sales in several years, and they reply, same-store sales have been reported. More importantly, this journalist ignores the power of Bitcoin and how it has propelled our business forward. Bitcoin continues to be ignored, but they won't be able to ignore it forever, that's for sure. And look at the growth here. This is what they posted. I saw this the other day. McDonald's same-store sales from last quarter up 2%, Starbucks down 2%, Taco Bell up 4%, and they said Steak and Shake up 10.7%. So that's pretty good, and it's all thanks to Bitcoin. Neo in the Matrix. Or no, what is that guy's name? Ah, crap, it's been so long since I've seen that. It was like a Tank or something? Tank, I think that was his name. How it feels to send your first Bitcoin transaction. Pretty much. All right, just in, Bitcoin treasury company Nakamoto, what a name, is expected to buy $760 million worth of Bitcoin tomorrow. I really hope that influences the price. What do you say? That's over 6,400 Bitcoin and would establish them as the 14th largest treasury company. But right here it says Nakamoto says the company will buy over $1 billion. Tank and Dozer. Yeah, God, I need to watch those movies again. How is this not theft? When you earn $1, your employer is taxed for paying you. Payroll tax. You are then taxed before it hits your bank account. Income tax. When you spend that $1, it's taxed again. Sales tax. If you decide to invest that $1, you are taxed again. Capital gains tax. Even when you save that $1 in your bank account or in your piggy bank, it's continually devalued. Inflation taxed by Congress's spending, borrowing, and money printing addiction. Okay, this is criminal. Actually criminal. Not to mention, if you die, you get taxed. Well, not you get taxed, but your beneficiaries get taxed. You're not about to become insanely wealthy if all you do is sit around and try to manifest it. Put in the work. Stay disciplined and consistent. Don't look for excuses. Don't be a victim. Stack sats and win. I like the one, stack sat, stay humble, stack sats, and focus on your craft. That's what I'm trying to do. Hey, IOHK Charles, why is Midnight being advertised everywhere, but not Cardano? I'm just confused. Because the Midnight Foundation spends money on marketing. And, you know, Charles is not... This is what I told you guys yesterday. I got into it with Matthew Crater at Bitcoin University. I got into it in the comments with him because he said Cardano is... You know, I said Cardano is not controlled. And he said, you are so naive. Okay, maybe I am, but... It's not controlled by Charles Hoskinson. Sure, he has a bunch, and he stakes it, and that gives him whatever, but he's not some malevolent leader. He got us to where we are today, and he is pushing us out of the nest and letting us fly. So the Cardano, community needs to vote on spending money on marketing, and then we will be advertising. So there you have it. BTC Club says, if we have unfollowed you, it's because you quoted or retweeted a shitcoin. XRP is siding with CBDC and the World Economic Forum. If control is what you wish for, then take the temptation of fast gains with the trade-off of slavery. Tao says, we need more merchants to accept Bitcoin, and I say, hey-oh yeah. Michelle, called it. Anyone think Bitcoin all-time high is nearing? They say you should never trust the Sunday pump. Never trust the Sunday pump. I knew it was coming. These are kind of cool. And they said they have ones that are nylon as well. So that it is, resistant to metal detectors. Micro seed lets you record your entire seed phrase on a single washer the size of a coin. Yikes. I don't know if I have the patience to do that. I'm sure I do, but that's a lot of work. We think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool too. Apple, Elon Musk says Apple is behaving in a manner that makes it impossible for any AI company besides OpenAI to reach #1 in the App Store, which is an unequivocal antitrust violation. XAI will take immediate legal action. do it to it. Because, yeah, hasn't Apple had a history of antitrust violations, and haven't they been sued for it in the past? So get them. All right, so this is a pretty cool picture. It doesn't get much bigger, so it's kind of hard to see. But the post says Russians can mine 1 Bitcoin for $39,000 and sell it for 118, meaning the price of electricity. That's what it costs to mine 1 Bitcoin in Russia. So it looks like I need to move back to Russia. I did a little travel abroad there, and that was fun. But, you know, maybe somewhere out here where it's nice and cold and I wouldn't have to worry about the heat, and I would get some cheap power. That would be cool. That would be very cool. But, you know, $107,000 for a $120,000 Bitcoin block is not bad. So, not bad at all. Alright, this is pretty cool. I like this picture. Current vibe. Bitcoin dancing all around the $120,000 resistance. She's trying to hold me back, but I'm leading. I'm a ballroom dancer. I can do that. Play the song or the bull market ends. I don't think I can play the song though.
People that use fiat currency.
It's Michael Saylor remixed. I don't think that's the actual song that she's playing, but it's fun to watch. Alright, so this was 5 years ago. Saylor laying out the Bitcoin master plan to Elon Musk. If you want to do your shareholders a $100 billion favor, convert the Tesla balance sheet from USD to BTC. Other firms on the S&P would follow your lead, and in time it would grow to become a $1 trillion favor. Are such large transactions even possible? This is in December of 2020. This is wild. That's right, when I was getting in, you know, earlier that year, I was getting into Bitcoin. Yes, I have purchased over 1.3 billion in Bitcoin in the past months and would be happy to share my playbook with you offline, from one rocket scientist to another. All right, so I'm manifesting it. Are you manifesting it? This bull run will make us extremely rich. Manifest it. All right, so on Polymarket, which is what it is, I don't know. The Fed decision will cut rates next month. Odds are a 25 basis points decrease. Odds are 81% that it happens. All right, Senator Cynthia Lummis says Americans are ready to upgrade our reserves from gold to Bitcoin. Let's make it happen. Hey, if you haven't checked this out, you want to check out this Wargroom game. Shameless plug. I'm not being paid by anybody. But Jason Appleton, I bought 2 packs of his starter packs for the trading card game Wargroom. They were $60 a pack, and you get 12 cards, I think, in each. And the game looks really fun. I just did the little tutorial, and I'm not big on trading card games, but I was into Pokemon as a kid, and recently, because they released a Lord of the Rings Magic set, I went and bought the Magic the Gathering Bitcoin Magic. Imagine that, Bitcoin Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering. So that's fun. I need to wrap this up because I'm getting hungry. Being a Bitcoiner is like finding out your entire childhood was staged. The flag on the wall, marketing, the dollar in your wallet, monopoly money, the American dream, a mortgage with extra steps, your education, debt training, your retirement plan, a 40-year hostage negotiation. Then you read the white paper. Then you feel your spine straighten. You realize you're not crazy. The world is. And you see that the orange coin spinning in the void, ungoverned, unbroken, unstoppable. You just don't hold it. It holds you. Hey boss, I quit. Bitcoin's going to $1 million. All right, I think we shall call it a day. We'll end it right here. When you discover Bitcoin and your entire life changes forever, what do you say to that, Kermit? All right. Well, I think that'll about do it for tonight. Hopefully you got something out of this lovely stream, and you'll come back for more and check us out in the meantime. So, thank you for being a part of this. If you want to help out, humanity in our mission of evolution. There's a couple things I'll ask of you. Number one, be patient with yourself. The person in the mirror is truly the only person who matters or should matter to you. Number two, and let me explain this one. Be respectful of other people, period. Just be respectful of other people. But the other thing I add to that is, if you don't think that they are deserving of your respect, that's when you should respect them even more. Show them respect, because it messes with their heads. That's why. So I'm saying be respectful of other people, period. Especially if they don't deserve it. Then it really messes with their heads. Right? Just to clarify. Because that can be misconstrued, I think, in a couple of ways. So, number three, be honorable to all earthlings. And this goes along with that last one, but it's just another step further to include all the animals and all the bees and all the trees and all that stuff. So be honorable to all earthlings, big and small. Number four, remember, your body is mostly water. Stay hydrated and get your daily dose. If you want to help out the channel in our mission of growth and growing, we are doing growing and educating. That's our mission, growth and education. And we are holding steady at 6,006 subscribers. There we go. So if you want to help us out, a couple things I'll ask of you. Number one, hit that like button. Number two, smash the subscribe. Number three, poke the notification bell, so you get notified whenever I make a cup of coffee. No, just kidding. Every time I put out new content. Number four, share the show with everyone you know. That'll help us grow for show. Number five, join the free Discord. It's free. What more do I need to say? Number five, become a patron on Patreon and support me as an artist and a content creator and allow me to have the freedom to just continue doing those things. And that's it. If you've done all those things. And by the way, I have a couple of things that I'm doing tomorrow. I have a training in the morning, so I probably won't be able to go live in the morning. I got to get out of the house here, and I'll be working at school. So maybe in the middle of the day I'll go live, or later at night. I'm not sure, if at all, if I'm tired or whatever. So if you've done all those things, and I know you haven't, but it's okay. I forgive you. You have time. If you've done all those things, there's only one thing left for you to do. For the multiverse, for the universe, for the galaxy itself, for the solar system. Sorry, I got distracted. And for the planet. Now that we're back down to Earth, for your country, your community, your city, your block, your street, your house, your room, but the most important thing that you should do for yourself is have a great night, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.